And now I should like to invite Professor Stuart Lamb, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, to present Julie Howell for the University of Brighton Alumnus Award 2012.
Chairman, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. In his opening address, the Vice-Chancellor spoke of the increasingly important role which our former students, our alumni, play in the life of the university community, a global and highly networked community of which all of you graduating today will now become lifelong members. Many alumni achieve great success in business, public service, the arts, the sciences, the sporting arena, and many other spheres of economic and social life. And an increasing number of alumni are linking directly with the university's current students to offer guidance, friendship, and mentoring. To recognise and to celebrate the achievements of such alumni, the University and the Brighton Graduates Association have together inaugurated this year the University of Brighton Alumnus Award. This award is made to a former student who's achieved success in their chosen career path and has also made a major contribution to the welfare and well-being of others, including the students and the alumni of this university. The 2012 and very first recipient of this award is Julie Howell, who graduated with a BA in Library and Information Studies in 1992. Following graduation, Julie's career really took off in 1994 when she joined the Royal National Institute for the Blind. This coincided with the time at which the growth of the internet was challenging all organisations to transform their communication strategies. Julie became the RNIB website editor in 1997, the campaigns officer for digital issues in 1999, and their digital policy manager in 2003. During that decade, she pushed for and led major change in the RNIB, but not just in its technical systems, also in its approach to campaigning and public presentation. In 2006, she moved to Fortune Cookie, the specialist digital services company, as Director of Public Relations and Accessibility, and these days has now moved on further to become her own boss. This is, however, only part of the story. For using her RNIB role as a base, Julia has also been one of the most influential people in Britain over the past 2 decades in advising on the development and implementation of website accessibility for all. Her record here is quite exceptional. The organisations she has advised include the Government Cabinet Office, the National Audit Office, Tesco's, the British Bankers Association, the National Health Service, and the BBC. Many millions of us and our family members have been and will continue to be affected very positively by her trenchant advice and strong influence on these major national institutions. Julie's achievements here have more than once been recognised by national awards for innovation in the development of online communities. Today we recognise Julie as a distinguished alumnus of this university, but also as someone who since 2002 has regularly found time to mentor our students on work placements and on developing employability skills. For her, these students, and indeed the university as a whole, are part of a larger single community of learning for social purpose. Her commitment and support for the university and all its alumni embody precisely our aspirations for what this lifelong learning community of learners can achieve. Julie is a quite remarkable woman of exceptional strength, will and courage. In 1992, in her last year as an undergraduate, she was, after a period of great personal difficulty and confusion, diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Her personal and professional achievements over the past 20 years since then reflect exactly those qualities of dedication, skill, persistence, and a passionate sense of purpose, which we would hope to develop and see reflected in the working lives of all our graduates. Chairman, Vice-Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present for the 2012 University of Brighton Alumnus Award, Julie Howell.
Tales. It's so lovely to be here. First, they ignore you. Then, they laugh at you. Then they fight you. Then you win. I'm not sure Mohandas Gandhi had librarians in mind when he said that. When I tell people that I'm a librarian, they openly laugh in my face. Then they realise I'm serious. After all, librarians invented search, not Google. Why have I been chosen to receive this award? What marks me out as different, special? As I tried to come up with acceptable answers, a different set of questions began to form in my mind. What if none of this had ever happened? What if I'd stayed under the radar, been absent from my own life? I can't answer those questions because there is no second chance at life. You're either present or you're absent. The distance between could have and did. People ask where I look for inspiration. Well, I never had to look. It was here all the time, and when I was just 20, it revealed itself to me, and since then everything has been clear. It doesn't pain me to think about having MS. MS has been one of the greatest enablers in my life, providing purpose and a clear sense of direction that many people spend a lifetime trying to find. I'm making it sound simpler than it was. I had to fight for that diagnosis. In the months that preceded it, I was drowning. But I fought, and I won, and then I ran headlong into my life. I decided a very long time ago that I would not wake up every morning wishing I was someone else. No matter which industry you're about to join, remember this. It's not your job to leave the world as you found it. You are agents of change. It is your job to use your unique gifts and your tenacity to strive to make the world better. But here's the catch. No one will ever want for your success as much as the university will. No one will ever encourage you to change the status quo. People fear change, and as an agent of change, people will fear you. You will know the utter isolation of being alone. Personally, I live for that feeling, and in this respect, I hope I never change. Your career ladder. Right now, you're on the ground where it's safe. The higher you climb, the more the ladder starts to shake. You look down, and to your amazement and despair, you see among the crowd of ladder shakers the very people who made promises to you that they would always have your back. Your colleagues, your managers, and sometimes even your friends. Now, I've won 5 major awards, as we've heard, for the work that I've done. Every time I've won something, somebody else has lost. I have hardly any friends left. No one you encounter in your professional life will ever want for your success as much as your university will. Do your thing in the world, then come back, give back, be a mentor. Remember how you felt when you graduated and all of this was new. You'll find words, be they in the lyrics of a song, inspirational quotes, or blunt remarks that have stayed with you throughout your life. These are some of mine. Be the change you want to see in the world. Gandhi. To avoid criticism, do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. Albert Hubbard, founder of the crafts movement. Sort yourself out. Margaret Wallace, University of Brighton. Hello, Margaret. Be determined and confident. Do not be afraid or discouraged. Joshua 1, verse 9. While I am so grateful to accept this award, please understand, awards do not transform the person who wins them. However, awards do give to their recipient the power to transform the lives of others, and this is what I intend to do. Now, you may not appreciate my quotes from Gandhi or the Bible, but I'm sure no one here will take exception to the wisdom of Dr. Seuss. When I left my very first professional role as a parting gift, my manager, one of the good ones, gave me the Dr. Seuss book, Oh, the Places You'll Go. And this is from that. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who'll decide where to go. Thank you, and good luck to you.